Have you ever wondered why, the moment we see an elder during a festival, wedding, or a family gathering, we bend down to touch their feet and receive their blessings? Is it just a cultural custom, or is it a way to show respect? Or is this ancient ritual actually a sophisticated psychological hack and a masterclass in bioenergy transfer? What if our ancestors weren't just teaching us manners but practical physics? Today, we are uncovering the fascinating mystery of Charan Sparsh, a tradition so profound that our ancestors considered it a source of blessings, wisdom, and even personal growth. Let's look at this through the lens of science. The human body is a powerhouse of energy. Every thought you think, every heartbeat is governed by subtle bioelectric currents running through your nervous system. According to yogic science and modern biophysics, our nerve endings are highly concentrated in two places, our fingertips and our toes. Think of your body as a battery. The energy enters through the crown of your head and naturally flows downward, releasing through your extremities. When you bend forward and touch the feet of an elder, you aren't just making a physical gesture, you are completing an electrical circuit. Your fingertips connect with their toes, creating a closed loop. The high vibrational, seasoned energy of the elder flows smoothly into you. And it doesn't stop there. When they automatically place their right hand on your head to bless you, they form a secondary connection, channeling their heartfelt, positive vibrations directly into your crown chakra. It's an instant, wireless transfer of goodwill and energy, breaking the ultimate barrier, the ego. Now let's talk about something nobody likes to discuss, the ego or ahankar. That little voice inside us that says, I know everything. I don't need advice. I've watched 3 YouTube videos and I'm basically an expert now. This ego or ahankar that is present in everybody. Now, there is a reason this circuit requires you to bow completely. Ancient sages understood something fascinating. In Sanatan Dharma, the ultimate barrier to any form of growth, whether spiritual, mental, or material, is ahankar or the ego. The head is the seat of our intellect, our pride, and our achievements. It is the highest point of our physical body. When you willingly take your head, the very crown of your pride, and lower it below the chest, all the way to the feet of another human being, something profound happens psychologically. You instantly shift your mind into a state of absolute receptivity. You cannot receive wisdom or blessings if your container is already full of pride. By bowing, you declare to the universe, I am ready to learn, I am ready to receive. The earth connection and karmic exchange. There is also a beautiful cosmological design behind this. Think of the human body as a microcosm of the earth. The head represents the northern pole, attracting thoughts and cosmic energy. The feet represent the southern pole, constantly grounded, absorbing the stability of the earth. An elder's feet have walked the paths of life. They have endured hardships, crossed obstacles, and accumulated years of experience and karma. When you connect your mind to their grounding point, you are anchoring yourself to that vast ocean of life experience. When you show this level of deep humility, it triggers an immediate emotional spike in the elder's heart. That sudden surge of pure love and goodwill manifests as a silent, powerful thought wave, an Ashirvad, which ancient texts say can literally smooth out the wrinkles in your own karmic path. Now let's come to the 4 gifts of Charan Sparsh. In fact, traditional scriptures highlight that the regular practice of Charan Sparsh rewards an individual with 4 invaluable assets for life. The Sanskrit verse often quoted is Abhivadan Shilasya Nityam Vruddhopasevinah Chatvari Tasya Vardhante Ayur Vidya Yashobalam. Meaning, for one who respectfully greets an elder and serves elders, 4 things increase. Ayu, that's longevity and health. Vidya, knowledge and wisdom. Yash, fame and social respect. Bal, mental and physical strength. This teaching appears in the Manusmriti and has influenced Sanatan social conduct for centuries. When your posture is right, your energy is balanced, and your ego is kept in check, these four qualities naturally flourish within you. So the next time you lean down to touch the feet of your parents, grandparents, or mentors, don't rush through it as a mere formality. Pause for a second, feel the grounding, feel the surrender, and consciously receive the energy they are passing down to you. It is a beautiful heritage, a living science, and a direct link to our roots. If this deep dive changed the way you look at our traditions, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with someone who values our roots, and subscribe for more deep insights into our ancient narratives. Until next time, stay grounded. Namaskar.